Hello everyone, and welcome to Day Job. I'm your host, Code Marvelous, and today we are going to be playing the deck that we weren't able to play last night on the code busting stream because of JNet being down. So it is a Red Planet Couriers deck out of Builder of Nations. Let's see how we do. So it's pretty standard fare. Yeah. It's trying to, do a government takeover or some large agendas. But yeah, I'm curious to see. There are certain builds right now where I know they're out there, but people don't seem to be playing them. If that makes any sense, or publishing them, I should be saying, because I know that people are like playing the Obokata like net damage decks, but no one has really published one. And I know that I see these Red Planet Courier decks floating around, but people don't seem to really be playing those either in either big tournaments or where they feel comfortable publishing. Come on. Somebody's out there. Yo. Good luck, have fun. Alright, kind of a weird start. Sure. All right, let's do the thing. Colossus is just a solid piece of ice. All right, we need to start advancing ice. So here comes the siphon. Oh no, no siphon. So let's advance, advance, put this on HQ. All right, we're getting there. We need a lot more money. So there goes Gordian. I have to remember my ability. So hypothetically, we're getting closer here. That's something we desperately needed. Now, I think I want to ditch the graft for now. And then we're going to get the changeling on HQ. So we have all three types. And then we're going to start advancing up for the Red Planet Couriers. All right. Let's draw. Let's mass commercialize. And let's advance. I apologize if there's anybody who's more familiar with Red Planet Couriers who's like screaming at their screen right now. Nice. Okay. So let's put that on R&D. Let's advance it once. Gain a buck. We weren't able to play last night on JNet because okay, well, because JNet was down, so this is our first time playing it. That was stupid of me. We need to get a barrier. I'll take that. All right. Because they can't get through both of those. We have no agendas in hand, so we're not going to res. Nice. Okay, so now's our turn. So this turn, let me count it out. 5, 4, 6. We need to fast track for the government takeover, and we need one more advancement, because that's 4, 6, 8. Morning, Mike. Yeah, we also made 2 Futurama theme decks, which was pretty fun with suggestions from our viewers. All right, so winner, winner, chicken dinner. All right, let's see if we can get another game. I wonder where everybody is. Yeah, all the cards in those Futurama decks are meant to be references. Come on. I don't know if this is a good deck, but it's certainly a fun deck. One of the funniest things about the new Wayland suite of advanceable ice like Colossus, with Colossus you can really just kind of be a huge jerk. And advance it so that it's max bad for the conspiracy breakers. Hey, Paul. All right, so HQ, R&D, archives. No Temujins for you. Leela's going to be interesting because technically we only have to score twice to win this game. Even though we don't have anything to protect, I just want the ice rezzed, right? Alright, I want to be able to res this Hordem in case they play the Temujin. Okay, next turn we got to purge. How's the sound coming through? Is there any like background hissing or anything? Alright, so we're going to start advancing next turn. You know, start actually using our ability. So, we are going to Kaguya. And then we're going to Kaguya. Why didn't, it should have two. No, I'm sorry. And then let's put Colossus on HQ. I am on mass commercialization. Two subroutines. So I really hope that they pick a big agenda here. Nope, no such luck. Alright, let's draw. Let's put that on R&D. And let's advance. The deck list is in the show notes. Things are gonna get weird. I don't think we can kill them. Unfortunately. So, the government takeover is now just like a bomb for us, which is pretty rough. We need a mass commercialization to show up. Yay! I should have done that in the other order. There better be a Clippy in the bin. Otherwise, that was pretty dumb. So, our opponent is holding cards. So the punitive plan is holding air and Marone counters. So the punitive plan is kind of gone. We have so many unres pieces of ice. God, Leela is so disruptive. There's the Damara drop. Yeah, I've got to do the government takeover first. But I need double biotic to fast track it in the same turn that I score it. Oh, it's going to be 4 credits for them to break that ice wall with the Mora. That feels good. So, let's just gain money. We also need one more advancement down, which we'll put on Colossus. Colossus is pretty good. Colossus is such a good ice. I'm so excited that we finally have ice for Wayland that is advanceable. That's actually, you know, good. Okay. So, do we think that we have the hard lock? I feel like we have the hard lock. So I think this is the turn that we can fast track for government takeover, right? Or am I crazy? Because they would have to get a loose dig down, which is like 5, and be able to get up to 6 strength and break it all in one turn. So I think this is the turn. These are the days. Let's do a quick counter check. 2, 4, 8, 9. We have the counters necessary. We fast track for government takeover. And then we money up and ditch one of the hostiles. That's what I was afraid of. I knew I made a mistake immediately after doing it. Because now they're going to get to bounce a piece of ice. Oh, they didn't bounce ice. Good. Okay, so we could potentially lose both hostile takeovers here, but we have to do our thing. Okay, so we win next turn. Yeah, she has to bounce. All right, let's see if we can get one more. As Sanjay and I surmised when we were building the deck last night, this deck generates a tremendous amount of slowdown pressure because people don't want to take the damage, and especially criminals don't want to lose breakers early. Mulligan. What a weird hand. Draw. HQ. R&D. Alright, this is going to be a tough game because we've got the government takeover in hand, which is not what we want under basically any circumstance. So there's that. Let's get this down, and then let's advance, gain a buck. I really want to be able to shuffle this away pretty quick. Neat. So let's draw. Let's get the ice wall on HQ and hedge it. So it's worth noting, we've got a lot of the combo already. So if our opponent comes in and steals this government takeover, let's draw. We could potentially be in very good shape. Okay, so what's our play here? Do I put it in the bin so that we don't lose on a legwork? I guess we can ditch the IPO. I think we put the graft. No. I think the graft's got to go in the bin. Mass commercialization is a hell of a card. Alright, so we're gonna get, like, very quickly outmoneyed here. So we need to be doing our thing as quickly as humanly possible here. Alright, we're fishing for a biotic. Oh, and we also, of course, need more advancements. Oh, right, we're not against Leela. Oh, phew. Pew. Pew. Okay. Pitch that. We've got... No. Keep it. Ditch the ice. Ditch the ice. I want the Kaguga. Ditch the fast track. And turn. Very wisely, our opponent does not want us reaching for our combo pieces. There's the Leela. Not surprising. So now we have 7. 8. 9. So we just need to draw a biotic. Jesus, where's biotic labor? All right, this is getting out of hand. There's the source. So we need to get an additional counter down. Seriously though, where is biotic? Like, our opponent is just running away with the setup of this game because I can't find biotic. We're over halfway through our deck. Alright, so we've got the money, we res everything. Draw. There it is. All right. Okay, we're gonna do the thing. We've got 10 counters, so that covers the source. So we biotic, we install, and then we red planet couriers. Alright. So, we still have the additional advancement cost. There's 2 biotics in the deck. We still have the additional advancement cost, so we're going to need a biotic to close this game. Alright, we should be good to go. Please don't get the other one. Like, please don't just luck sack into both of my hostiles. Oh, perfect. GG. So, did we just go 3 for 3 with a Builder of Nations, Red Planet Couriers deck? Is that what happened? Because that seems like a thing that happened. Very exciting. Very exciting. So let's take a look at the list for a minute here. It's pretty lean and mean. We're good on money. We're surprisingly better on money than I thought we'd be. Yeah, Okron, we're 3-0 with Builder of Nations Red Planet Couriers deck. Which is, you know, surprising. And, you know, you would, of course, love the fact that we have 3 punitives, so if people get lucky and grab that government takeover, if they don't win that turn, we kill them. Man. Mass commercialization is a hell of a card in this deck. I'm usually firing it for at least 6. More likely it's like 10. What do people think of the Ice Suite? Let's talk about the Ice Suite a little bit. Here, let me get the screen size a little bigger. Let's do it that way. So things are a little bit more visible. I don't know. I like the Ice Suite for this small deck. I think we've got enough. 14's good for 44 cards, I would say. Fast Track's doing pretty well for us. We only have the 2 Red Planet Couriers because I wanted the 2 shipment from Kaguyas. We haven't had trouble finding Red Planet Couriers, but that could be conceivably a thing that happens. Well, Mausolus isn't really a taxing ice. It's a get tools out of their hands when they decide to go ham piece of ice. Right? When people decide to just say, screw it, I'm going to just keep running through it, it gives us that little bit of money to recover, and it also just thins out their hand of tools. And it is a must break at 3 advancements if we do have a light ice game where we have to put multiple counters on things. I think the real winner is Colossus. Colossus is such an incredible piece of ice since it has the 3 advancement thing and the increased strength. You can just advance it to the point that it's the maximum amount of taxing for whatever killer they're using. Because right now, a lot of the killers aren't 1-for-1 strength. It's like, pay 3, get X amount of strength. Pay 2, get X amount of strength. So you can always advance Colossus to the point where they're paying an extra credit for a strength that they're not actually using. Yeah, I like it a lot. This deck is surprisingly good. 7 agendas. It feels great. I feel a lot less stressed. We have the double Chrysium, which was a suggestion from my friend Ian, who plays a lot of these types of deck, and I definitely agree, because a medium dig is nightmarish in this deck. That's how people get the government takeover and something else in one turn. So Chrysium grids are a must. I wish we could get rid of this Lotus Field and another card, get a Friends in High Places in for the Chrysiums specifically, and then get another ice in. Yeah, nice. Yeah, as I said at the beginning of the stream, for people who maybe weren't here, like, I know people are playing Red Planet Couriers decks and winning because I see them on JNet, on games that I spectate or games that I play, but we haven't seen like a publish, right? We haven't seen somebody be like, hey, I've been working on this for a while and here's my really refined Red Planet deck. It's kind of like the new net damage decks that have been floating around everywhere. I don't... Wormhole's so tough. But we'd have to cut one other card. What would be the other card that we would cut? I don't think we can afford to have any less money than we currently have. So conceivably, the only thing we could cut would be a punitive or a shipment from Kaguya. So what? We would go down a punitive. We'd get Friends in there. And then we would get a Wormhole in there. I think we want to stay at 14 ice. The last thing we want is to not have ice to advance. I like this deck. I think I might sleeve this up for this weekend. But yeah. So, to just kind of close it out, I'd like to take this opportunity to say thank you to everybody who supports me on Patreon. I wouldn't be able to do all the things that I'm doing without your help, especially Lloyd Plant, Chris Perez, Dan Faria, Ryan Perry, Chairman Hero, Paul Gillibrand, Kyle Urbach, and Matt Bruner. I really appreciate everybody. And, you know, there's a link in the show notes below if you want to support the channel. If monthly donation is not your thing, my tip jar is also below so you can, you know, throw me a couple of bones. Any amount helps, and it helps me keep expanding the channel. I have a bit of an announcement today because we crossed the $150 a month threshold on Patreon. So I'm going to start doing a deck club. So anybody who's any level of patron, is going to be involved in my deck club where we pick an archetype and we're going to work on it for the whole month and then publish the videos at the end. So yeah, everybody, thank you for taking time out of your morning to come hang out with me. If it's later than morning for you because you live across the Atlantic Ocean, well, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And until I see you again, always be running.